Hi everybody, this is a video about methylene blue and how methylene blue could potentially cause fatigue in an individual taking it. As per usual, nothing that I'm saying should be construed as medical advice. This is for informational purposes only. If you need medical advice, please talk to your healthcare provider to get that advice. Just before I jump into the video, I've moved the position of my camera, like my phone, which has my camera, slightly here. So a few folks have commented over the course of time that they have a harder time hearing my videos, that the sounds kind of muffled. So I've kind of adjusted it a little bit so that the microphone is not, I have this perched on the microscope that's on my desk, so it's off to the side a little bit here. So if you're listening and if you have previously found that the sound quality of my video has not been quite up to snuff, please let me know if this is better, or if you are listening and you have not had a problem with the sound quality, but you find the sound quality seems to be better, please let me know, as I'd just like to have some feedback, because I'd like the videos to be as pleasant and accessible to everyone, as many people as possible. But when I listen to it on my phone or my computer, it all sounds great. So I'm not sure why some folks have had a problem, but there it is. So without further ado, I've posted several videos about methylene blue, and they seem to attract a lot of questions. It's really, I think, fascinating substance. I'm fascinated by it. I think it's really interesting, and it can be really clinically helpful for people. And so someone posted a comment. It actually wasn't a question, but I thought it would be interesting and useful to post a video about it, because the person said something to the effect of, when I take methylene blue, I get really tired. And so I thought it would be interesting to talk about why something like that might happen, because other folks out there maybe have tried methylene blue and got tired and are wondering why the heck that happened. And just understanding how medications can affect our bodies, I think, is useful. So even if you are an individual who has never felt tired upon taking methylene blue, and you're listening to this video, hopefully you'll get some good information, because I'm going to talk about some of the various mechanisms that methylene blue sort of impacts or has in our bodies, or our bodies have when we're exposed to methylene blue. So one of the things that methylene blue can be really helpful with is with liver detoxification pathways. Methylene blue, to my understanding, is an incredibly potent antioxidant in the human body, which is, I think, a big reason why it has so many health promoting effects. And because it's such a strong antioxidant, is something that would be helpful in the liver as part of the phase 2 detoxification reactions. And also, by having more of this externally applied, this exogenous antioxidant, then it means that there's not going to be as much work that needs to be falling on the shoulders of other pre-existing antioxidants in the body, like glutathione and catalase and superoxide dismutase and whatnot. And so it's kind of like just meaning like, oh, methylene blue is taking care of those jobs over there, so some of those detox enzymes or substances are going to be able to do their job in a more effective way, because they just don't have as much burden to carry, so to speak, thanks to the methylene blue. So as it so happens, as some folks listening may know, or any clinicians who might be listening, I'm sure you've seen this with patients as well. I've seen it many times. When we give a patient something that's supposed to be sugar and spice and everything nice for their body to help their physiology work better, sometimes it's a little bit of a double-edged sword, because if there's a big backlog of toxins, and then suddenly the liver gets this, it's awash in extra antioxidants, like, hey, great, we can process all these toxins. Well, sometimes that excessive toxin processing is hard on the body. The liver doesn't have enough energy in the hepatocytes. The downstream detox pathways or detox infrastructure is not ready for this deluge of extra toxins that have been processed, and the body, the toxins start to backlog in the system, and the person can feel really crummy. So, and that could manifest as fatigue. So excessive detoxification could manifest as fatigue. That could be one mechanism by which methylene blue could cause someone to feel tired. In kind of a similar but different vein, methylene blue has also been shown to have some notable antimicrobial properties. To my understanding, it's been studied and shown to have anti-malaria effects. From that, we can extrapolate and say, well, malaria, being a single-cell protozoan, it has a lot in common with babesia, this relatively common co-infection we talk about in the chronic infection world, and so very likely has anti-babesia effects. To my understanding, there's also some published evidence that methylene blue has been shown to have antiviral effects, including against the SARS-CoV-2 virus. It's of course not an approved treatment for SARS-CoV-2/COVID, but it does in a petri dish, at least to my understanding, it has anti-SARS-CoV-2 virus effects, and it's something that probably helps to kill off other stuff as well. It's definitely able to kill off microbes. So if a person is taking methylene blue and having fatigue as a consequence, just as an excessive detoxification reaction could contribute to fatigue, it is also something that could um, excessively killing off microbes could also contribute to fatigue. It's another possible mechanism of action. Another possibility is that methylene blue, being such a strong antioxidant, it's really, really good for our cell membranes. And it may be that by taking more methylene blue in a person who doesn't have an excess of toxin, like backlog toxins in their system, or a person who doesn't have systemic microbial issues, that person might feel fatigue from methylene blue if the extra antioxidants are helping to give the cell the resources they need to make healthier, stronger cell membranes. Cell membranes are really, really important. They surround all of the cells in our bodies. The makeup of our cell membrane that surround all of our cells is very similar to the structure of the mitochondrial membranes that surround our mitochondria. So very, very, very important. We need good levels of antioxidants to help with all of those. And I speculate that in some folks, they might feel tired or have some other symptoms because there is that increased cell turnover happening as the body's like, oh, we've got all these extra antioxidants, our lipids are happier and healthier. We can kind of trim the fat, those mitochondria, those cells that aren't looking quite so good, a bit more haggard. We can probably get rid of those because now we can, brew up more and more healthy lipids to make new cells with new cell membranes and mitochondrial membranes and all of that good stuff. So those are a few reasons why a person might feel more tired upon taking methylene blue. I will leave it there for now. There's a couple of other possibilities, but I think those are the most likely ones based on my experience. So if you have any questions about this topic or anything else, please post in the comment section below, and I will leave it there for now.